And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain.
On play action, it's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 17-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain.
10 yards on the pickup.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Play action, now it's Tua. On the move to his left. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 48-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
Carr now on first down.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the turnover, it's Tua. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On play action, here's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Tua going to throw. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
And this will be swung out for Lindsey.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Sanders' kick is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
Sanders now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the teams.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
We saw this jumping jack make steady improvement his first 3 years in Miami, and he topped it off with 53 catches last year, career high. Now in his fourth season, I expect his numbers to continue to rise.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That's complete to his running back, Carter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
On first down, Lindsey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Here's Tua. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
He'll get that one to Carter, complete.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Ethan Carter.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0.
Raiders, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
No tight end had more catches in 2020 than Darren Waller with 107. The third most by a tight end in history. Maybe we should just take the label off and call him an outstanding receiver.
Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On play action, now Carr. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Tanner Muse. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It brings up 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Max Crosby on the tackle. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Tua. Got a man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Miami's receivers had the second fewest yards of any receiving group in 2020 and the fewest yards in run after catch as well. Jalen Waddle, he might solve both of those problems. Taking 6th overall, he picks up a first down right there.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Open net is Waddle, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. From the gun, it's Tua. Another catch there for Waddle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Tua setting up shop to throw again. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Lets this go for Renfrow downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to take another shot here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Oh, yeah, boy. Oh, yeah.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Play action. Now it's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there for the Dolphins.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll find Lindsey here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Tua to throw again. That is caught by Callaway. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Tua. Here's a diving catch right side. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw the... And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Tua sets up to pass it. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Tua going to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Another example right there of why quarterbacks get nervous when Yannick Ngakoue is getting ready to rush them. 37.5 sacks in 4 seasons at Jacksonville. But last year, he split time between Minnesota and Baltimore and put together 8 sacks.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Picked by Trayvon Mullen.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On second down and 4, Carr. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now a play fake. Carr. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Jason McCourty. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
Carr going to throw.
15-yard line.
And that is incomplete here.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
637.
On play action, it's Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Rick Lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Will Fuller, 67 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by one more.
38, Raiders 7.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the turnover, it's Tua. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And out of bounds right around the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the 20-yard line.
Like 17.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of. How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
48-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Coleman. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
2 now on first down. He's got Fuller, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Looking to pass. Tua. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Carr now to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. 7 yards to pick up there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. He's got a man, complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and complete.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Here's 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. 93. 93.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Throwing his Carr on third down. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. Now Carr, got to have this one. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Joker. Hey, check back.
Here's Carr to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.